Hey family, how are you? I hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing. I'm gonna talk to you guys and I'm gonna be separating clothes. I don't fold clothes anymore. Only time these clothes get folded is if they get dropped off at the laundromat. I've been stopped folding clothes. So really quickly, I just wanted to come talk to you guys. First off, I want to say how are you? Leave in the comment section down below how you feeling. And I know you guys seen that I wasn't on Instagram for a day, and all of y'all probably like, oh my god, a day. Baby, a day. If you know me, if you follow me on Instagram, a day for me is like a year. It's like a month. It's so bad the way I post on Instagram that if I don't post within 3 hours, people are checking on me. Like, they're like, hey, just want to know if you're okay. I haven't seen you post in a few hours. Like, that's how bad it is. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I know you probably was really concerned. Y'all, I'm grateful for you. That's what I'm gonna say. First of all, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that you are here to listen to me and to give me somebody to talk to, because honestly, y'all really think I do the saving and I'm the person you look up to and you so happy to talk to, when y'all don't know half the times y'all saving me. And some things I'll be iffy about talking about on the internet, but you know how many times I said, I shouldn't talk about that. That's too personal. That's too embarrassing. And I got on this camera and I spoke about it and I posted it, and someone wrote me and said, you just saved my life. I was about to commit suicide. I was contemplating ending my life, and I watched your video and I knew I wasn't alone. So now it is what it is. So if you guys have been following me for some time, you'll know that my mom, she struggles with addiction. She's addicted to crack cocaine. And we've been in this struggle for about a year. Probably a little over a year. And I first found out about a year, and I'm lying. It's been 2 years. Yeah, it's been 2 years. I found out 2 years ago. Yep, 2 years ago. So 2 years ago that my mother was addicted to crack cocaine. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I went through a lot. I came on this camera plenty days crying to y'all and sharing my experiences with y'all and telling y'all what I've been through and what she's put me through and the emotional journey that it has taken me on. And I shared a lot. I was very open with y'all about that situation. The last you guys heard from me about that situation with my mom has been clean and sober. She's been clean since she, like, maybe 3 months before she started dialysis. So she's been clean for about 6-7 months now. And yeah, I think it's been the happiest 7 months ever. That addiction took a big toll on me, a really, really big toll on me. I have been so happy for her. She's been at my house all the time with her grandkids all the time. And she just was doing amazing. You know, her kidneys got horrible, actually completely failed due to drug use and diabetes and stuff, and got her on dialysis. Y'all even went through that struggle with me. Like, she was really doing amazing, and I was so happy. So about 4 days ago, my little brother called me crying, screaming, and he said, I just caught mommy in the kitchen smoking crack. I said, really? He said, yeah, I caught her. She actually turned around and blew it out her mouth. And he was so upset. He was crying so hard. And I said, let me call her. She said, no, that ain't true. No, I would never. I would never. I've been on dialysis. I don't even have time to do no smoking. Where I'm going to get it from? And I genuinely kind of sort of believed her. Sounds crazy. Before, I wouldn't have believed her. Like, in the midst of the addiction, before she became clean and sober, I would not have believed her. I would not have believed her. But I kind of believed it, because I'm like, she been doing good for so long. What reason would she have to do that? Like, how would she be getting it? Like, is everybody in that house with her now? Like, how, where would she do it at? Like, So she was like, no, I swear on my life. And I believed, I kind of believed it. I'm going to say I believed it. So I was out the day before yesterday, and I'm out with my friend, and we're having a good time. And my mother calls me, and I didn't pick up because I was busy. She called me again. I didn't pick up because my mother has this habit of she'll call. But after the second time, she'll get it. She called again, and I said, okay, this is a little weird. So I said, hey, what's going on? And this is her exact words. I said, hello? She said, Jasmine, I fucked up. I said, what? She said, I fucked up, and I fucked up bad. She said, I went down to the drug man, and Chance came down to get me, and they pulled out a gun on him, and Chance is gone. The feeling of my soul leaving my body is an understatement. I felt as though my life had ended. Like, I was in a public place. I was out with my friend, and I just told her, I cannot breathe. I couldn't breathe. It was like I was gasping for air, and I was talking, but I was choking. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. And I just kept telling her, like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I just couldn't breathe. And she said, what happened? And I told her. And she called Kyesha. And Kyesha called my mom. And Kyesha called me back. She said, yeah, your mom just told me something else. And she said, calm down, calm down. That's not, she just told me a whole nother different story. Try calling her back. So I had to catch my breath, and I called her back. And I said, the mix of anger and hurt and emotion, I probably was being very rude. I'm sure I was. I just was like, tell me what happened now. What happened to him now? And she told me a different story. In her talking, she was slurring her words. She's all over the place. Not mad. I said, she's high. I never witnessed my mom high. Like, I never spoke to her on the phone when she's like high. Like, so the way her words was slurring, and she talking all over the place, and I said, she's high as a fucking kite. I said, put my aunt on the phone. So I speak to my aunt, and she's like, well, Jasmine, no, Chance is not dead. I don't know why your mom said that, but he is in jail. The weight didn't lift off me. I was relieved that he wasn't dead like she said, but this jail, this is a baby. He's 16 years old. He's a straight A student, a basketball scholar. He got accepted into the top colleges. Jail? What would he be in jail for? Because then I felt like, now the pain I felt turned into anger. Now I'm about to go to jail. What is he in jail for? Anybody that knows me know that my little brother is like one of my kids to me. So I said, somebody's going to tell me what happened, and you're going to tell me the truth. And if nobody tells me the truth, I'm going to come to the Bronx. They're going to put me behind bars. And my mother goes, she's high, so high. She's like, oh, I messed up. I started smoking again. And I went to the dealer's house to credit some drugs. Everybody was sleeping. Chance got up looking for me. My aunt knew where my mother went. She told Chance. Chance went to get her and brung her back upstairs, but when he brung her back upstairs, he realized that she didn't have no debit card or no phone. She owed the dealer so much money, he took it. That's the way it works. You can't pay the money, you ask for credit, you have to give them something in collateral. And collateral, he took her debit card and her cell phone. That's just how much she owes in credit for drugs. Chance went down there to get it. They did pull a gun out, and Chance defended himself. This is a baby in a drug house amongst grown men, and he ended up going to jail. When I tell you the emotion that I feel, all I said to my mom on the phone was, you ruined that baby life. You ruined that boy's life. He is a scholar. You hear me? A scholar. He live, eats, breathes, shits basketball. He's not a street boy. He don't hang out in the streets. He don't do bad things. All he care about is his video games, basketball, and school. This boy has never missed a day of school. How many young black boys do you know that you can say that about? Never missed a day. Straight A student. The boy had a B one time and he lost his mind. Hey, the senior dues. You ruined that baby's life. How do you feel? Because you wanted to get high. What was your reason? I am so tired of being sympathetic. I'm so tired. I've been to little drug sessions on how to deal with addicts, and I was that person to you. They said that I needed to listen. I needed to be understanding. I needed to be compassionate. I needed to sit and accept the fact that she's an addict and it is an addiction. And there is reason and hurt and trauma behind her addiction. And I have to acknowledge her hurt and her trauma. And these are all things that I learned. To know that I was doing all this. I did all these things. Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? What happened? What made you want to do that? And not only did you do it, but your son had to witness you do it. He is in jail because of you doing it. That baby is in jail. How are you feeling? I'm so disgusted with my mom, and I hate to say it out loud. I hate to say it out loud, but I'm so disgusted with her. Like, I don't have words. I reached out to the school social worker because she's amazing and she has a really close bond with him. I asked for a letter with his grades and letters about his character. I reached out to agencies that's gonna help with lawyers, and he gonna be good, believe that. I think that if I can give any advice to anyone that's dealing with an addict, anybody dealing with anyone with addiction, whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, your child, the first thing I would do is disregard the role they are to me. This is no longer your sister, your mother, your brother, your son, your daughter. This is an addict. Because those two fine lines, it's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. There's gonna be days when you look at this person like, this cannot be my mother. This cannot be my daughter. Look at this person and say, this is an addict. They have an addiction and they need help. Take a moment and look at them and say, you are not yourself. And I will do all I can to help you, but I will not destroy me in the process. It almost destroyed me. Family, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me. I know that I've said plenty of times my DMs is always open, but this is a very special invitation. If you are dealing with anybody who's suffering from addiction, I don't care what age, race, sex you are, and you just need somebody to talk to relate to vent to. If you don't even need to no advice and you just want to write a paragraph in my DM, write it. I'm here for you. I am here for you. I know how hard this is, and I want you to know you are not alone. I'm even speaking to the children. I have a 16-year-old brother who's dealing with a mother that has an addiction, and he has to live with it. You are not alone. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here.